Hi friends, today we're doing something a little different. We are trying Light Up the Town, which is a brand new game. It literally just came out. I am recording this audio on December 8th. The game just came out, I think, on the 7th. It is available on Steam. You can use an Xbox controller with it. I only have a Nintendo Pro controller and like a knockoff Pro controller that I got from Amazon that also has Amiibo support, but like I use that for gaming on my computers, not on my Switch. I did not try it with either of those. I'm assuming it would probably work because it is a controller, but I don't know. Your mileage may vary. This game is very cute. You play as Bean. It says in the description that they are ferrets, Bean and her father. To me, they kind of looked like little bears, but like, what do I know? I'm not really familiar with anything. You decorate the town, hence Light Up the Town. One thing that I like about this game, not only is the story really cute, her father's out of commission for the season. You can see he got injured somehow. He's like using crutches. He's the town electrician, and he asks Bean to do it. I never knew that the town electrician was responsible for putting lights up on like everybody's houses, but what do I know? I mean, I'm not questioning anything. This is just a very cutesy game. I love that this game is fully voice acted. It is also fully subtitled. I did not have the subtitles on because like you wouldn't be able to see them over me doing the subtitles for this video. I also love that there's UI scaling. I played the demo. I didn't play the whole thing. And I love it when games have demos because then I can figure out whether or not I'm actually able to play it without having to like buy it outright. If you guys are new here, I'm visually impaired. One of the things that I did not like, and this is definitely a me issue, is the keyboard controls. You move around using WASD. Typically when there are games that you use WASD to move, you can also use the arrow keys to move as well. However, I later discovered that at least the left and right arrow keys were used to swap between different lights and decorations. You'll see in the corner down on the left hand side there is a little UI thing where you can unlock different lights and decor, and you press tab to like cycle through it. You press the left and right arrows to cycle through different lights. For example, we unlocked a bunch of lights. I don't know how this happened at all. It may have something to do with all of the coins that we gathered when we were going around here in the little yard space. And we also fell through a well, and at one point I didn't know how to get out of there, but they made it very easy. I was afraid that I was going to have to like rage quit this game. I like that it is very cutesy sandboxy. You can basically do whatever you want, but you can also reset the decorations. I didn't do that because I assume it would just wipe everything completely. Maybe I will at some point. What I want to test out more is like wrapping lights around things, like wrapping them around trees and stuff instead of just having them go in straight lines. This was very much just me testing the game and seeing like what could be done. I later discovered after reading the help screen, if you clicked and dragged when you were placing lights, you could then change how taut the string was, and I never knew that. Had I known that prior, some of these lighting decorations around would have been more like uniform to the roofs and whatever, but they still look really cute. It definitely looks like a kid did them, which like makes sense because it's Bean. It doesn't always have to be aesthetically pleasing. The music is really cute. It's like different instrumental versions of holiday songs going in a rotation. Although if you are playing for a bit, it can get kind of monotonous because it's the same few songs. I don't know if it's like that for the rest of the map because like I said, I only played the demo and we were only in the yard and that was it. The issue that I had in addition to the keyboard movement, which again is just like me, that's a me problem, I lost the cursor so many times. There are different points of view that you can cycle through for the camera. You can do third person, which is the default. You can also do first person view, which I tried, but I didn't really like it. I don't like any game that you play in first person. I hate it. And there was a different camera option as well that gave you more view of like the scenery that you were in and stuff. Kind of like when you're playing The Sims or whatever, when you're more zoomed out and you get a better picture of like the map or wherever you are. But I really struggled with the cursor. The cursor is a little tiny white dot, and for me, because of my eyesight not being great, I lost it so many times. I do wish there was a way that we could like edit that, make it bigger, or at least make it a shape. Like it would be cute if it was like a little star or like a candy cane or something, just like to make it a little easier to see. I get that it's probably like that because like it's supposed to be immersive or something, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because like you can undo when when you start to throw lights up, like you can just go back and like restart from the beginning that decor that you're doing. But I don't like how many times I lost the stupid cursor. The camera was also a little bit difficult to control. You can move around with your mouse and you can press, I think, like the right click to like pan and zoom and stuff, but it's next to impossible to see the world around you without changing camera modes to the larger view, and that can make it a little difficult to put lights up. I do like though that we have different decorations to throw around, like the candy canes, and I think there's like tinsel or something, and I'm sure that as you play the story you can unlock more things. As it is in the demo, we already unlocked like several different strands of light colors, which is really cool, although it's really not that deep. It's just a cute little holiday decorating game. Right now I believe it's on sale because it is a new game. If you're in the United States, I believe it's like about 12 or 13-ish dollars with some change. Typically it's about $15. Again, this is USD. Don't know what it is in your currency. Overall, I think it's a really cute game. I just personally struggled with the movement and the camera, but that's because I'm used to being able to use the arrow keys to move around as well, in addition to WASD. And the camera, I wish that there was like a camera reset button or something, because in some of the older PlayStation games, for example, I think one of the shoulder buttons would sometimes reset the camera. Sometimes I got into some problems and then it was kind of like hard to get out of there. Again, I am only reviewing the demo. I have not purchased the full game at this point, although I think I will. I did not try scaling the UI, but I do love that that is an option that you can do. I would like if there was a dark mode overlay for the UI, but that's just me because it's easier for me to see a light text or button on a darker background. Some of the contrast on the UI isn't fantastic, but I do like the help mode. I like that it's very explanatory of what you're doing, and I do like that the demo basically gives you a slate to do with whatever you want. Like you can just reset it over and over again and put lights up however you want and just redo it. Like you could just probably play the demo and be fine, but I think I'm gonna purchase the full game. I would recommend trying out the demo first, especially if you're not sure of it. Overall, I think I would give the game like a 4.5 out of 5, only due to the character movement and the camera and the cursor. Mainly the cursor. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is definitely something different. Typically, I do Animal Crossing and Sims content. I don't typically like review games, although I have done a couple of those in the past. So check those out. I did one for Sticky Business and one for Stitch. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you're interested in this game. At the very least, I think you should try the demo to see if you like it. Happy holidays, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.